Good day to you, one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again, testing the waters today somewhat because I'm going to speak about this artist called Olivia Rodrigo, which sounds like I'm deliberately getting a name wrong, but I'm not, okay? That's what it is. There's a song called Bad Idea Right, which came out yesterday on the 11th of August. So I'm just going to listen to it, react to it, and talk about Olivia Rodrigo a little bit. Yeah, nice. Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Olivia Rodrigo is a 20-year-old American singer. In 2020, Rodrigo released her debut single, Driver's License, which broke various records and became one of the fastest selling songs of 2021. Propelling her to mainstream fame. Her debut solo album, Sour, which was met with critical and commercial success, winning various accolades, including 3 Grammy Awards. Time named her the 2021 Entertainer of the Year, and Billboard named her Woman of the Year in 2022. Incredible stuff. Olivia names Taylor Swift and Lorde as her idols and main musical inspirations. She dubs the White Stripes' Jack White as hero of all heroes. Yeah, I can see that. Media outlets generally describe her as a pop artist, musically rendering to pop rock and indie pop styles, as well as channeling 90s alternative rock. But a couple of her songs have been accused of ripping off other big hits. Her top 10 hit, Deja Vu, was compared to Taylor Swift's 2019 track Cruel Summer by fans, while her second number one single, Good For You, was accused of copying Misery Business by Paramore. And then it was revealed that Olivia had given songwriting credits to Paramore's Hayley Williams and Joshua Farrow on Good For You after it was reported that Olivia's team had previously approached them about the song. So, they'd sort of knowingly... it sounds like she probably just did something. It's like, oh shit, that sounds like that thing. We better reach out to them and make sure it's all cool. Reports at the time claimed that as a result, Olivia and her collaborator Daniel Negro would give up a percentage of their royalties for both songs, amounting to more than $1 million, which you would expect. It was a huge hit. Anyway, after that happened, Olivia said it was frustrating to see people discredit and deny her work after copyright accusations reportedly saw her lose millions of dollars in royalties. However, despite the drama surrounding the songs, Olivia apparently went on to say it was a lesson in business. Well, those things are like... There's a lot of things that you notice in the music trade nowadays. It is quite a litigious business. So in that respect, I could see why the lesson would be, would be seen as a business lesson. But really, you've got to educate yourself. You've got to listen to music. You listen to stuff, I actually did my daily exercise ritual today whilst listening to Olivia Rodrigo's music. And I heard things in there that reminded me of Pump It Up by the Elvis Costello. There was another one that... it wasn't the same chords, or I'm not accusing anybody of ripping anything off, but I think that the elder of her sort of songwriting collaboration, I think, takes influence from a lot of the things that I was listening to growing up. And you can hear things like Talk Talk, Life's What You Make It in one of her songs. There's stuff like that, going on, and it's just drawing influence. But the problem is, if you get pretty close to something, you can't really deny having heard some of those songs, because the things that she's influenced by are really, really popular songs. Just got to listen to music, Anyway, S River 004 said, I really don't fall under the demographic of Olivia's music. I'm a 33-year-old man, but due to my work, I listen to the radio a lot, and I dig her music because it's practically rock, but pop. I'm glad she's kind of backdoor introducing rock-styled music to a newer generation. Enough about my sex life. I definitely feel like there needs to be, balance, but pop has sounded very similar since the late 2000s, as we've talked about before. And I think Olivia is doing a great job of making her music stand out by messing with rock rhythms and beats, yet very pop verses and choruses. This is another great example of that. Like, the lyrics are definitely not for someone like me, but the vibe of the song immediately makes me buy in regardless. It's good stuff, says 33-year-old man. I'm a bit older than that, so if there's influence in there from perhaps even earlier than that gentleman's observations, then I'm going to fucking spot it, because that's what I do. Oh, I like that.
I'm right here with all my friends, but you're sending me your new address.
Hey, this is a little bit like rap.
It's a bad idea, right? Seeing you tonight, it's a bad idea.
I like that. I love that sort of discordant stuff because, you know, dissonance or whatever you call it, when it comes in and it's sort of like, okay. It's a pop production, but just a little bit of dissonance just sets it apart.
That one too is bad. Now I'm getting in the car, wrecking all my plans. I know I should stop.
So the first thing that occurred to me about that riff is it sort of reminded me of that Ceausescu thing. I think it's Fatima Mansions. Yeah, I don't know, obscure. I actually like this. I mean, it sounds like a pop production at first, but that's live drums, wide open hi-hats going for it. I mean, I suppose the way the backing vocals are stacked up, and it's a vocal up mix, which puts it in the pop world. But there's a lovely bit of dissonance here and there. There's loud, wildly played drums, but you know, right on the click. It's been gridded up. It's kind of like it's like a grid rock pop thing with very, very pop vocals. And there's the White Stripes influence. That reminds me of the beginning of Icky Thump. That's not a bad thing, by the way. I don't mind that. It's a really good arrangement on the guitars. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And you know, this a familiar sounding riff because it's basically just E and A. It's going like root, third, fifth on the E, then it's root, third, fifth on the A. I mean, of course it's going to sound familiar. It could be a million different things, but that's music for you. There's nothing wrong with it. And the dissonant stuff's cool. It gives it a little bit of a Pixies vibe. That solo thing at the end really sounds like the album Icky Thump, actually, by White Stripes, these are all her influences anyway. So, you know, she said that. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. It's just, I think, in fact, but if anything, I think I'd probably agree with S River 004, where this could be like a gateway song into the realms of sort of alternative rock, but it's super pop. I'm actually curious about what my daughter thinks of this. I'm going to play it to her and see what she reckons. Apart from the swear word, although actually every time she hears a swear word in the song, she goes, ha ha, swear word, and gets all excited. But that's the whole point. It's not for me. It's for people like my daughter, maybe. I don't know. But I like it anyway, because maybe I like it because I'm not supposed to. I don't know. Anyway, have a listen and see what you think. Tell me in the comments. Justin Hawkins rides again. And thanks to my dearest patron child, Moira, for this lovely Tencel shirt. Cheers. Okay.